Hi, welcome to Management 304. My name is Vas Taras and I will be your instructor for the semester. I wanted to create a short video message or video lecture just to give you a good idea as to what the course is about, what challenges you can expect, and what best practices I would advise in terms of dealing with those challenges. Most of you, I assume, took my Management 301 course, so you probably know my teaching style and my expectations. But this course is different, and so I wanted to discuss some of the specifics or features of this course, plus some of the students may be taking my course for the first time. First, before I get into any details, I would like to confess or acknowledge or note that this is the first time I teach Management 304. In fact, this is the first time Management 304 is offered at this school, so nobody taught it before. As with any new course, there will be probably some hiccups along the route and along the way, and so some things may not go as smoothly as they will when I teach this course for the second time or third time. At the same time, first I'm confident that we'll still do a good job. I'll do my job and you'll do your job, and I'm sure you will still enjoy the course and will learn a lot from it. But what I mean here when I said that is that if you see anything that goes wrong, or if you see anything that you know how to improve, or any errors, any ideas for better assignments or better examples, or anything else that you see that can help improve this course, let me know. Since this is the first time I teach this course, any input and every idea would be much appreciated. Now, let me go briefly through the syllabus and highlight some of the most important features of the course. And for those of you who don't know, you can find all the information on Blackboard, including the course syllabus, and then obviously all the assignments, all the readings, course materials, just about anything that you may ever need. But first, a little bit about the syllabus. So it's an online course, and you know what that means. In 5 weeks, we have to cover a lot of material. And since this course will be offered again in the spring in the full 16-week semester, I can't really make it short. I must make it basically a full-size course. And because it's now summer, you will have to cover all that distance in a very short time. Now, this course is basically the second a sequel to Management 301. Those who took Management 301 know that we've talked about international business issues, but we couldn't cover all of those little nuances, that are too fine-grained for an introductory course. And so the purpose of this course is to talk about those issues. In addition, Management 301 was more about what is, how things work, what exists out there. In Management 304, we are more about how to. So it's a much more practice-oriented course, much more micro-level course. And so the issues that we will cover are things that managers likely will have to deal with. And we will talk about things like, for example, you go to work overseas, either to do business, or you're sent on an assignment, or you go as a self-initiated expatriate, maybe to teach, English as a foreign language. And so what challenges will you experience? How do you apply for a visa? What types of employment or work visas are available to you? If you want to take your family with you, what kind of challenges you can expect? We will talk about labor unions, how they are impacting business and how they are different in different countries. We will talk about challenges of recruitment and selection in international context. The methods that you can use here in Greensboro or in New York or LA to advertise and recruit people for your job and then select them for that job may not and probably will not work in Beijing, for example, because Monster.com is not a popular site there. Aptitude tests that you take or give to your employees here may not be popular or may not give you the same type of information there. There are all kinds of little challenges that we need to discuss with this respect. Same things with compensation. How do you design your compensation package? What are the requirements imposed by the law, as well as what type of compensation methods will motivate people better or more in different countries. So things like that. So it's much more fine-tuned, micro level, how-to type of stuff as opposed to Management 301. In terms of communication with me, obviously, well, first, I'm in my office pretty much every day, all day. You know, if something comes up, call me or stop by and talk to me. I will be at a conference next week, and then again towards the end of the semester for a few days. But even when I'm at a conference, I should be online, so if any questions come up, just let me know. Required textbook. We actually have two. One is required, and this is this one. The other one is optional. First, the required textbook. I know that the bookstore didn't order it on time, so I posted two scanned chapters, the first two, for the first 2 weeks on Blackboard. So if you don't have your textbook yet, at least for the first 2 weeks, you have the readings on the Blackboard. Now from this text, we're going to use only some chapters. So it's going to be chapters 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. The reason we're not covering the first chapters is because they are basically the same stuff that we covered in Management 301, so there is no need to go through that again. And then the last couple of chapters are just noise, so I didn't feel like, you know, it's necessary. Now this book called Carry a Chicken in Your Lap, or Whatever It Takes to Globalize Your Business. It covers more or less the same issues as the main textbook, but does it in a much more fun and entertaining way. So I encourage you to get this book. It's like $5 on Amazon or something like that. And it's very, very entertaining or you know, popular or digested type of you know, approach or presentation. Really fun read. I highly recommend. Now, you know what Blackboard is. We talked about the course objectives, so you know what the course is about. In terms of the course format, first, it's a summer course, so the whole semester has to be compressed into 5 weeks, so it will be intense. Second, the way I communicate with you, there will be two different communication modes in a sense. First, it's text-based. So whatever's text-based, it's already on the Blackboard, so you have your textbook obviously, but then you have slides on Blackboard. You have class notes. I created files where I summarize each chapter in like 2-3 pages. That would be useful, especially before the exam, when you need to quickly review the course material, or if you want to, you know, just have a quick look before you read the chapter, so you have an idea what the chapter will be about. In addition to all that text stuff, slides, books, readings, you know, class notes, I will also post video lectures and audio lectures on every chapter. Now those will be optional, I would say, right? But in the sense that it will be the same material that is in the textbook, but covered from my personal point of view. So it will be much more exemplified, or with examples, mainly from my personal life or experience. There will be interpretations. There will be basically, you know, things that are not covered in the textbook. So a richer, I would say, delivery. For the video lectures also, I will create audio lectures or audio tracks, so that in case you're busy and you don't have time to read or the text or watch the lectures, you will be able to just pop it in, you know, on your iPad and listen to the material while you drive to work, or work out in a gym, or maybe work in the garden, whatever, you know, the ways that you spend your time. So that's how I deliver my content to you. In terms of you talking to me, well, there will be 2 exams. There will be 5 take-home assignments. You can send me an email at any time. You can contact me by phone or stop by my office, whatever works for you. And then in terms of the two-way communication, yes, as I said, stop by my office, call me, anything that works for you. Now, PowerPoint presentations, as I said, we have the materials now posted on Blackboard. In addition, I may create a second refined set of slides that I will use for video lectures. Those will basically contain the same information that you already have in the slides, but I will probably add some pictures and make it a little bit more entertaining. So those are, again, kind of optional, but you might want to take a look. In terms of video lectures, should you or should you not watch them? Well, you don't have to. I mean, you can get an A+ by simply reading the book and other materials. But if you are a visual learner, or if you prefer this kind of, classroom experience or interaction, then yes, video lectures will be your way to go. In addition, to give you an incentive to watch them, I'm going to incorporate 3 to 5 real exam questions into those video lectures. They will be exactly the same in terms of the difficulty as well as format as the questions that will appear on the exam. Some of them may appear on the exam in exactly the same form, exactly the same wording. So by watching the video lectures, you will kind of prepare yourself better for the exam. You don't have to, but again, if you do, I encourage you to do it. Grade scale, well, you know what that is. As I said, there will be 2 exams, 5 take-home assignments. The exams are all multiple choice, nothing unusual here, all online. The Blackboard, the syllabus gives you the timing for when the test will be open. Hello? Okay. For take-home assignments, there will be 5 total. Of those 5, you have to complete only 4. And of those 4 that you will complete, I will take 3 highest grades and give you that as your course. Use that in the calculation towards your course grade. If you submit all 5, I will take only first 4, so you shouldn't submit all 5. If you submit only 3, then the 4th one will be automatically given a 0, and so basically will not count, and but it will not affect your grade. As in Management 301, here you can complete the coursework, the homework assignments individually or in teams. If you decide to work in a team, first, I will give you 1 bonus point. Not a big deal, but still something. Second, you will likely get a higher grade because teams tend to perform better. 2 heads are always better than 1. The only catch here is that if you work in a team, you have to let me know at least 48 hours in advance of your team composition. The reason for that is I just don't want you to free ride and jump on somebody's team 5 minutes before the deadline. So I want you to inform me well in advance about your team composition so that I know that everybody on the team works. I suppose you can still cheat, but I hope you will not. But I encourage you to work in teams. If you do, you will even get a tiny bonus. But if you work individually, it's perfectly fine, and you will still get your high grade if you want to. If you want to work in a team, by the way, and you don't know anyone in class, or you don't know how to meet those people, I put here together a website that will allow you to post information about yourself or see who else is looking for a teammate, and just basically go with that. In terms of the format requirements for the take-home assignments, well, more or less the same stuff as on in Management 301. So there are very strict rules as to what you can and cannot do. Let me show you what a take-home assignment normally looks like. And you basically just follow the format. So if we go to the take-home assignments right here, this is the first one. The goal or purpose of the first one is basically to explain or predict what would it take to set up a business overseas, as well as what kind of challenges expatriates are likely to face. And as you see, there are 2 pages in the file, or actually 3 pages. The first one are the instructions, and so this first one just gives you an overview of what needs to be done. The second page, and in this case the next 2 pages, are the template for your answers. And so what you do here is you delete the text in black and write your answers there. Like, for example, student IDs. You delete the text and just write your ID. For example, 1, 2, 3, 4. And obviously you give me only the last 4 digits. If you didn't know that, I don't have your complete IDs, I only have the last 4 digits. So if you give me the whole thing, it's not a problem, obviously, but it doesn't help me, so just give me the last 4. This way, basically I get your ID and I get everything that I need. Then the same thing, for example, question number 1. What type of visas are available to expatriates to work in a given country? And you will have to do this assignment for the United States and for another country, and you can choose any country from the list provided here. Let's say you, for example, chose, I don't know, China as your country. So you just type China here. And so for question 1, you give me the answer. So for example, expatriates in the United States can work on, and I'm giving you the answer, H-1B visa, TN visa, and O-1 visa. There may be other types, I'm not sure, but I know these 3 are available. The preferred type, the preferred and standard type in the United States is H-1B. Reasons, well, you can put it, and I would prefer that you use a bullet list, so let's do it the proper way, bullet list. So specifically designed for foreign workers. Oops. Sorry. So you just type the reasons. Specifically designed for foreign workers, and whatever other reasons you have, just write them here. And then you do the same thing for the other country. So you delete the text and you provide your answers exactly the same way. And you do it the same way for all the other questions. Now, as you may know, I'm very particular about the length of your assignment. So the shorter the better. Create it as an executive summary or executive report, not as an essay. First, I will receive about 80 submissions from you, and it takes me a long time to read them if it's, lots of noise and lots of text. Get to the point. No need to give me full sentences. Just give me a brief list of keywords or brief short phrases to describe the main points. The page limit on the take-home assignments will be 2 pages. If you really, really must go beyond that, it's okay to have 3 pages, but 2 pages would be preferred. And then on top of that, you can have up to 2 pages with appendices. So for example, you really, really need to provide some additional information. It's not as essential as your main answer, but you feel that it would be beneficial for the executive who reads your report, then yes, attach the attachments. But it's not expected that you use attachments or appendices. If you do, it will not improve your grade or will not hurt your grade. So it's more, if you really want to add some additional information. Finally, and very importantly, for the take-home assignments, don't forget to include your sources. So whatever you provide, whatever information you provide, always give me the source. Ideally, full email, web address. But if you don't have them, if the full web address is too long, or if the source is not a web address, website, but maybe you found that information in the library, then just give me a reference so I can find and verify your answer. Now, in addition, we will have 2 exams, and as I said, those are standard exams, nothing unusual here. And then exams, take-home assignments, that's the basic stuff. That's how you get your 100 points, how you get your A+. But in addition to that, you will be able to make some bonuses or earn some bonuses. And so there will be 2 ways you can earn those. One, that's course improvement suggestions. So when you go through my slides, when you go through my syllabus, when you go, even when you listen to me now, if you see anything that can be improved, contains an error or can be done in a better way, let me know. And if it's a good suggestion, I will give you a bonus. Usually it's 0.1 points per idea to a maximum of 1 point. But again, depending on your input, I will be happy to reconsider the size of the bonus. Like if, for example, you design a very, very good alternative take-home assignment, like a much better one that I have, I'll give you more points. Or if you can come up with very good exam questions, not the ones that I have, I suppose that can earn you a greater point. If it's just a correction of a typo in the slides, I guess it's 0.1 points. So you understand how it works, right? In addition, you also can earn points or bonuses by showing me that you care about your work and by basically answering the green questions, as I call them. And so that's what you will see in the course schedule. So for each lecture, for each week, you will see 3 to 5 green questions. And these green questions, they basically refer to the stuff that is covered in that respective chapter. If you write answers to those questions and post them on Blackboard in the assignments section, I will give you up to 0.3 points added to your total course grade for your effort. These are pass-fail more or less. I mean, I will look at them and you can get 0.1 or 0.2 or maybe the whole 0.3 or maybe nothing. But generally, as long as I see a reasonable amount of effort, you will get 0.3 points for each assignment. So it has to be about half a page per question, plus or minus, depending on how much you want to say. And as I said, as long as I see that you honestly put some effort into it, not just copied and pasted something from Wikipedia, but actually worked on it, as long as your answers make some sense, you will get those bonuses. Now, since it's an online course, the schedule is very suggestive, I guess, right? That's something that I recommend you to follow, but obviously you can submit many assignments much earlier. There are deadlines, so you cannot go beyond the deadline, but if you want to do something earlier, it's fine. If you want to read everything right up front and then wait for the exams, it's okay. If you, on the other hand, want to wait until the very last day before the exam and only then do your readings, that's perfectly fine too. So the assignments or things that are timed, that are, have a fixed deadline, they are in red, like take-home assignments and exams. Everything else, it's pretty much up to you, and you can move at the pace that works best for you. That pretty much concludes it, so I don't think there is anything else that is, super unusual. So, yeah, if any questions, just let me know, and yeah, I hope you will enjoy this course. It's going to be a tough semester, tough 5 weeks. It's a condensed, very intensive course, but I don't see why we shouldn't have fun and why you shouldn't get your A pluses. Plus, as you will see, the take-home assignments, the readings, this is simple stuff. It's not statistics. It's not like some people are just incapable of comprehending. This stuff, this course will cover lots of information. You will have to work really, really hard. But at the same time, as long as you do, as long as you walk that path, it's pretty much guaranteed that you will get your A+. I mean, the only thing that can prevent you from getting an A+ is a lack of effort. So other than that, I don't see why anyone should receive anything less than A-. But then again, it's a lot of work, you're busy, you probably have jobs during the summer, so I know some students will fail, but those who will try, I'm on your side, and I don't see why you should be getting a low grade for this course. Well, thank you for your attention, and yes, I'll talk to you in my next video lecture.